Welcome to another outstanding episode of the Early Evening Show. Yes! Woo! Yeah! Y'all see that? What I just did right there is a thing I'm going to do the rest of this show. It's called table dancing. And I know you're thinking, that's why I got the girl up there. Y'all see the girl up there? Table dancing. Now, I know I'm not really table dancing because the phrase table dancing is usually referring to a woman standing on top of a table doing wild stuff. But see, I'm sitting down, I'm sitting at a table. So this is the new phrase, table dancing. Y'all like it out there? You like it? Ah, my man, look, table dancing. So that's what we're gonna do. Table dancing, baby. Ooh, it's the robot. Y'all can't get with it. Oh, yeah. All right, let me slow down, let me chill out. Let's get serious. All right, so this week on the Early Evening News, we're gonna start off with our segment we call, not one, not two, but three things. Yes, give it up for three things. Three things, baby. Yeah, I love it. All right, so the first thing, I don't know if you guys heard, we have a great president. The White House is a beautiful place. I've been there. My daughter goes to school in DC, so I could have went a lot more, but I haven't went. I never visited, but it's a great place. But I don't know if you guys know, there's more than just the White House going on in the White House, if you know what I'm saying. There was cocaine found in the White House. That's a gas. I'm gonna take 5 seconds to just sit here and think about that. Cocaine was in the White House. Now that's a good joke. I don't even have a joke for it, but I feel like the joke tells itself. Joke is that whatever it is you're thinking, go with it. Cocaine in the White House. They got some white in the White House. Lines in the White House. All right. So my thought on this, because three things is when I come on and I tell you what I think about stuff, and it can be taken good, it can be taken bad. I'm not sure how it's going to be taken, but I'm going to say it anyway, because that's what we do on the Early Evening News, baby. Table dancing. All right. Table dancing. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, cocaine in the White House. Do we think that this is the first time cocaine was in the White House? I mean, how many presidents have we had? 48, 49? No, none of these presidents, all the stress they under, none of them taking cocaine. My guess is cocaine has been in the White House before. Cocaine will be in the White House again. And I don't think the president's taking it. I mean, he's an old guy. Hopefully he hasn't taken it. You might mess around and kill him. You know, we potting out. You know, I'm going to talk about this too. On the Early Evening News, we don't talk about politics, but we talk around politics. So Biden, you're a great president. I love you. Keep doing what you're doing. And if this cocaine was yours or anyone in your families, I suggest just do cocaine outside of the White House. Whoever had this cocaine, they say it was found in the guest room. I don't know what's going on, but cocaine in the White House is funny. It's a joke that tells itself. I don't have to say much more else about cocaine in the White House. All right, so that was that segment. And now we have another segment. And guess what? Hold on. Give it up for me, y'all. Come on. Give it up. This is the first time we're doing this. First time, that's right. First time we're doing this. Come on now. We are going to have a guest on the Early Evening News, baby. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. You excited, ain't you? Hey, sit down, man. Sit down. Hey, he's running up on set, man. Hey, security, get to that, man. All right, yeah, he's cool. All right. Got him. Hey, man, sit down, man. You on Early Evening News. Just relax, baby. I'll come sign your autographs after this and all that. It's going to be fire. All right, so our first guest, and she may be a regular guest. She will be doing movie reviews. I'm going to let her tell you her name. Let's go to it. Let's cut this. This switch camera. Bang, go to it. Let's go. Let's see. Oh, she got the big smile on. She got the big smile. Oh, I see it. Hello. All right. Hey, don't she look like me, y'all? Y'all see a resemblance here? Yep. Yeah. Not only is she the first guest, she my baby girl. Yeah. Give it up for my baby. Tyrone Miller. Yeah. That's Ty. Yeah. So, you want to give the name of your segment?
Yes. The name of this segment is going to be Test the Waters with Ty.
Test the Waters with Ty. Ooh. Now, what exactly does testing the waters with Ty mean? Because I am your father, and that sounds a little shaky, man.
Gotcha. This segment is going to be movie reviews of new movies that have come out.
Well, all right. I'm way more comfortable with that. Testing the waters with Ty, man, it could have been all types of stuff. We was just talking about cocaine. I ain't want, you in college. I ain't want to go down that right. So I'm glad you testing the waters with Ty. Movie reviews. All right. So, what's the first movie we review?
The first movie that we will be reviewing today is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse.
Ooh, Spider-Man. What made you pick Spider-Man?
Honestly, I was just a big fan of the first movie, and I was excited for the second movie to come out, as was most of the world. So
now I got a
feel
question.
Like it's a good movie to review. What's up?
What is the first Spider-Man movie you're talking about?
I'm talking about the first Miles Morales movie.
Oh, all right. Now that makes more sense, because I know, like, man, clearly your age. You're about to say Spider-Man movies out before you were born, baby. Like, come on now. All right, so let's get into it. You got the floor. Give your movie review, give it all, run it down.
Gotcha. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna talk about is just a basic sum up of the plot. It's Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse pretty much follows Miles Morales and his continued journey of becoming the one and only Spider-Man of his Brooklyn. I know, interesting. The movie follows his, again, development of becoming a hero, and also his development as a teen that's focusing on school, focusing on juggling his life around. So, yeah.
Ooh. Now, how did that relate to your life?
That's actually something else I was going to get into. I feel like I'm not just doing reviews, I'm also talking about why I personally find the movie as good as it is. I feel like the movie, again, since it's a teen following or developing into his life as not only a hero, but just into his life as a teenager. He's dealing with school, he's dealing with his parents, he got a little crush. It's just a lot going on. I feel like that's something that anybody that is a teenager or has been a teenager can easily relate to.
Okay. So how do you feel an adult would relate to that movie?
I feel like it depends on the type of adult you are, whether you have kids, whether you don't have kids. In everybody's life, at some point you've been a teenager, unless you haven't reached that stage yet. But most people, if they're past that adult age or into that adult age, have been a teenager before. And if you do have kids, you can see the way that, because again, the movie does touch a lot on his relationship with his parents. You can see how difficult it can be to be raising a child, especially a child that is either A, keeping secrets from his family, or B, just has to keep secrets from his family.
Well, I mean, Spider-Man definitely got to keep secrets.
Yeah, big ones.
I mean, you could be Spider-Man.
Never know.
Maybe we on to something here. All right, so tell us so continue on. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm a father, y'all. I could cut her off if I want to. I know it might be rude, but that's my daughter, damn it. All right, sorry, go ahead, baby.
To continue, I feel like just the movie in and of itself is a very interesting, like the way that it's directed and the way that it's filmed is very interesting because it follows the same kind of setup as a comic book. So it's kind of like, or at least when I was watching it, I didn't read many comic books when I was younger. I'm not gonna lie. I read a good amount, just as anybody does. You see them, you read them, they're interesting to see. I feel like it pulled me back into kind of the nostalgia of reading a comic book or just looking at the pictures of a comic book just by watching the movie, which I thought was really interesting. And I know for my friends that did or are currently into comic books and like different things like that, it definitely was interesting to see a comic book basically come to life on the movie screen.
Beautiful. All right, so now that we've gotten to the point where you give your review, tell us your rating system and how you'll do it, and then give the rating. Gotcha.
So my rating system is going to be whether A, it is worth your time, or B, it's not worth your time.
Oh,
I think
all the sense in the world.
I think that Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is 110% worth your time. I might be a little bit biased because I did like the first movie a lot, but I just think that the entire movie, like the plot, the way that it's created, the characters, the character development are all just 10s out of 10s, and it's 100% worth your time. And if you don't want to watch it, that's your loss.
Oh man, I think I want to watch it. I might go to the movies tonight. That's a great review.
Thank you.
I mean, I'm a little biased, but I still think it's a great review. All right, so you got another one.
I do have another one.
Go on, girl.
All right, the second movie is called About My Father. It's a Robert De Niro movie. Yeah.
Oh, you gonna come on my show and then do a review about my father. No, go ahead.
It's only right for my first time. But it's called About My Father. It's a Robert De Niro movie about how this Italian man has found a woman that he wants to marry. It's Robert De Niro's son, by the way. He wants to marry her, and now he's going through the whole process of getting all of the checks that he basically needs, asking everybody if it's all right. And honestly, when I first decided to watch it, I didn't think that it was going to be very worth my time, to be honest, just because I don't necessarily like movies movies like that much. But it ended up being a really good movie, not only about this man's journey to creating a better relationship with his to-be wife, but also just about his relationship with his father and how it progressed. And I thought that it was really beautifully done.
Oh, so what's your rating on it?
My rating on it would be worth your time.
Worth your time.
Yeah, it's just simple like that. It's a good little, you want to watch a movie, you don't want anything too heavy, turn it on, watch the movie. Very calm, relaxing experience. Have a couple of laughs. Maybe you'll have a couple of cries if you're sensitive. I didn't cry, but you never know.
All right, great review. Thank you for coming on. Well, now, matter of fact, I want to keep you on for my next segment. You willing to stay?
Sure.
All right, next segment. That was
Testing the Waters with Tiana.
All right. So our next segment will be, it's all about chicken chunks. If y'all watched the last episode of the early evening news, did I say it right? I did. The early evening news, the early evening show. I'm sorry, it's not the news, it's the show. If you watched the last episode, you saw me talk about chicken chunks and how the world has talked about chicken nuggets like they chicken chunks. They're really chicken chunks. So what I've done this week is I've bought on chicken chunks, so we gonna review them. Bang, here we go. We got them right here, baby. Bang, I got the best three, my favorite three. Give it up, give it up. Give it up for KFC nuggets, baby. Yeah, woo-hoo. And then, I got the old classic, Chick-fil-A, baby. Yeah. Give it up. Oh, can't forget Popeyes. And I got dipping sauces.
Nice.
Dipping sauce, would you like a dipping sauce?
Sure.
All right, go ahead, take a dipping sauce, one for you.
Thank
I don't
you.
like dipping sauces myself. I just want to try it regular, man. So, we're gonna get into these chicken chunks. I think I want to try something where I taste test them, but I don't want to know which is which. So I'm gonna put my hat over my face. You're gonna hand me one. And don't tell me what it is, and I gotta guess which one it is.
Gotcha.
That's cool?
Yeah.
All right, and only because of you, my daughter. I wouldn't just let anybody put their hands on my food, but it's all good. Hold on, let me cover up.
Okay.
All right, my eyes are covered. Just place it in my hand.
Here, reach for it. There we go.
All right, I'm putting it in my mouth. Okay. All right, first off, it's delicious. Chicken chunks are amazing. I know what that one is.
Which one?
Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Is it Chick-fil-A?
I can't tell you till we done.
Uh-oh. Oh, somebody in the crowd is over this Chick-fil-A. Yeah, baby.
All right, put your hat over your face.
Hold on. I'm still eating this one. That Chick-fil-A one was delicious. All right. Oh, I opened my eyes, but I'm going to still eat it. Okay, the texture's pretty good. I mean, I'm going to open my eyes now. Chicken chunks are delicious, man. Chicken nuggets / chicken chunks, delicious. That one's KFC, by the way. Am I right?
You are.
I know my chicken chunks, baby. Now I ain't even got to get it. You enjoy it. You eat one.
Thank you.
How is it? It's delicious, ain't it? Chicken
good.
chunks, baby. So, again, chicken chunks all on. And eat one of each and tell me which one your favorite.
Oh, okay.
You got 30 seconds. Don't eat too fast. Don't choke on TV. Don't choke. I got my pick. But by the way, I hope y'all can't hear me crunching. It's delicious, by the way. I'm gonna throw out matter of fact, I'm gonna throw out my pick first. Don't let my pick dissuade your pick.
Okay.
My pick out of these three would definitely have to be KFC nuggets.
I'd agree.
Original, seasoning, the flavor, voila. So when you're in the market for chicken chunks, hashtag chicken chunks, KFC's my choice, but you can't go wrong with none of them because they all delicious. What do you think? You agree?
I would agree. my ranking would be KFC, Chick-fil-A, and then Popeyes.
I agree. Man, well, I mean, you are my daughter, so I don't know. Maybe we should get somebody else up here to judge this, but I don't know. Maybe I'll leave them up here.
Can I get some time?
Yeah, matter of fact, we gonna cut right now.
Okay.
No, matter of fact, I don't even know how the segue is gonna be. Okay, Ty, I'm gonna say bye to you. I'll see you at home. Love you. I'm gonna bring on my next guest. All right, so that was Chicken Chunks, and we have a new guest on to try out these Chicken Chunks. This is a new segment. We're calling it The People because we're getting out, we're talking to the people. If you're interested in coming on, holla at your boy. I'm around, baby. All right, let's go. We got our guest coming on. Just tell him your name, good brother.
Charles James Latimer. Everybody calls me CJ.
CJ, you happen to come on a good day, you could get your choice of any nuggets you want. Take a nugget. You want a matter of fact, they not nuggets, they chicken chunks. Say it with me, chicken chunks.
Chicken chunks.
All right, get a chicken chunk if you want one.
All right, let me see. I never had this before. Chick-fil-A.
You never had Chick-fil-A?
No.
You're like the first person on earth to never have Chick-fil-A. Y'all hear this, man?
Never.
Oh, man, they booing you, man. Oh, man, that's cold-blooded, man. Y'all don't boo him. He ain't never had Chick-fil-A. It's all right. What do you think? What do you think? That's the question.
Tasty, moist. It's pretty good, man.
Tasty.
I like this. I like this.
Yeah, chicken. Hey, man, after the show, you could get more. But see, this segment here is called The People because we're talking to the people about their lives, about their journey through life. And CJ, we're going to talk to you today. So thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, man, well, I'm glad you're here. So, where did your journey start in life? Tell us about it.
Excuse me while I get nappy boy.
Oh, okay. Oh, man, you pulled out your Frederick Douglass, man. All right.
Yeah,
I ain't
sorry
mad
about
at that. Go ahead, Fred.
Sorry about that. So ask me a question again.
All right, go ahead. So, your journey through life, where did it start? And tell us about your childhood, all that in 3 minutes.
All right, 3 minutes. Ooh, that's tough.
I'm sorry, man. That was a lot. I know.
Yeah.
After I said it, it just sounded all wrong. Just tell us about your life.
I was raised in Cranberry, New Jersey, and it's a country town, lots of farmers and all that stuff. White people stuff, all that.
White people stuff. Wait.
No,
So what exactly is white people stuff?
Okay, but there was only a handful of black people that lived in the community of Cranberry.
Okay, that's fair. That sounds better than white people stuff. But go ahead.
Okay, my bad.
No good. No worries.
But anyway, so that's when I started to find myself as a young man trying to figure out, like, about being not a racist towards people or having negative thoughts towards people because
Right.
I grew up with a whole bunch of different people.
So
diversity.
So did you experience that when you were young? That's why you felt like that?
No, not really. Not at that point. We were too young. Up until 3rd grade, I lived there, and just I never thought about it. It wasn't taught to me by my grandparents.
So
nothing like that.
What was your first experience with something like that?
Oh. Probably when I was about 13. 13. I lived in Athens, Greece. I'm a military brat.
Athens, Greece, man. All right, well,
I'm
let's
a
get to that.
military brat.
Yeah.
So, but I moved to different countries because I'm a military brat. My stepfather was in the Air Force. My father was in the Army, and my father served in Vietnam. So,
shout out to him.
But I was never like taught that stuff, so I didn't recognize it until it was brought to my attention by somebody calling me a certain word, and I didn't understand it. Like, I truly didn't understand why they would want to say something like that. I'm your friend.
Right.
So I mean, that was the start.
Go ahead. Sorry to cut you off.
But in Greece, it was even worse because when we moved to Greece, at that time in 1973, 74, I'm 57. And so, but the Greeks didn't like us military people being there. So we used to get in fights with them, and they would call us the words and stuff like that. We walk around the streets, go to the base, and hang out. And so things happen.
And that's when you were 13.
13.
So since you said you're a military brat, how many countries have you lived in?
Greece for 3.5 years, Saudi Arabia, my mother and my stepfather lived, and I went there every summer. hot.
Saudi Arabia is hot, hot.
Hot, 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 hot. It's just like when you walk off the plane and you're in that air-conditioned airplane, and then when you step off the airplane, the heat hits you so hard, it just like blows you back. That type of hot. So, but
I don't want to experience that hot.
no,
I'm glad you went.
I wouldn't recommend it for anybody.
Yeah.
So, but then my last year in high school, I lived in England, Watford, England.
So you lived in Watford, England, Greece, Saudi Arabia, and United States, of course.
Yeah, I spent more time over there than I did finding out different states here.
Right.
For real.
All right. So, CJ.
Yes.
We getting to the end, so I got to speed it up because we had a couple of long segments.
Yeah, go.
Any kids?
Yes, I do have one child.
Okay.
Difficult subject for me to talk about, but it is what it is. When my last year in high school, I had a relationship. Mind you, I'm like 16 years old, about to turn 17, and I am by myself in a boarding school without my parents.
Right. That's tough.
And I'm there by myself, no guidance. I had to like rely on my own knowledge, what's right and wrong.
Right.
And I had a relationship with somebody at school, and we had a child, and I
So
didn't.
you was a teenage father.
Yes.
So how was it raising a kid being so young?
I did not raise my son because I didn't know that I had one. I wasn't told. I only found out about my son from today. It'll be 4 years ago that I found out that I had a son by somebody.
So you didn't find out you had a son when you were 16
No,
until
I had
you were
no idea.
53?
Yes.
You know what?
It was.
Hold on, see. We gonna cut and we gonna pick up this next week. We gotta finish this conversation because that's heavy. You willing to come back next week and have this discussion and continue this discussion?
Oh, definitely. I want to come on here because, see, the thing is that people look at a certain person, or for me, they look at a certain person and they have no idea what their life is like until you ask them questions.
Right.
So if you ask the questions, you would get an answer, because at my age, I'm 57, I want people to know who I am.
That's
you
right.
know what I mean?
That's right.
I want people to know who I am.
That's right. See, I'm gonna cut you right there, and that's where we're gonna end it, because that's the people. That's what this segment is all about: talking to people, experiencing people, and breaking down stereotypes and thoughts and all that stuff. And this is the last segment of the early evening show. So, CJ,
Yes, sir.
I know we just talked about something heavy, but I need you to do a table dance.
Table dance.
Table dance, baby! Table dance!
Move.
The table dance. I told you it's a sit-down table dance. Do the sit-down table dance, see?
All
Do
right.
it. Hit it with me. We'll see y'all next week on the early evening show. And CJ will be back to tell about his journey in being a father at 53?
Yes.
Finding out he was a father at 53 after he didn't know about his child until he had a child at 16, didn't find out till 53. Come back next week to find out more about that. The early evening show. We love you. Peace, love, and blessings. All that good stuff, man. Thank y'all for having me. Blah, 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 etc., etc. And CJ, table dance.
Next week.
Next week. I like the point. Right there? Nice.